When people talk about the Virgin Mary appearing to people, most often we think of Lourdes, Fatima, or even Medjugorje. Those tend to be the most famous, but there are many other places that aren't so famous where the Virgin Mary has appeared. One such example is in the village of Laus, which is in France. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Back in 1654, there was a young woman, 17 years of age, by the name of Benedicta. She wasn't very intelligent and she was illiterate, so she tended to take care of the flocks of sheep. One day, while walking with the sheep and saying her rosary, a beautiful woman appeared to her, dressed in a shimmering robe, carrying a baby. Benedicta said to her, "Beautiful lady, what are you doing here?" The beautiful lady said nothing. She simply smiled upon Benedicta. Benedicta asked her, "Are you hungry? I have some bread I could share with you. Would you like to eat?" The beautiful lady simply smiled. Benedicta looked at her and she told her, "Beautiful lady, your baby is so beautiful and would make us all so happy. Would you please give her to me?" The beautiful lady did nothing but smile upon Benedicta. Benedicta continued to see the beautiful lady every day for the next 2 months. However, during that 2-month period, the beautiful lady said absolutely nothing. She simply smiled at Benedicta. At the beginning of the 3rd month, the beautiful lady spoke and she said to Benedicta, "Come, let's talk." For the next 2 months, the beautiful lady taught Benedicta how to deepen her Catholic faith and to become more faithful. She also taught her and helped her prepare for her future vocation. Her future vocation would be focusing on helping people reconnect with God. She also gave Benedicta a lot of other advice. For example, one of the things she shared with her was to please tell the priests that during confession to not yell at the parishioners because they would be afraid to come back for confession. She also asked her to please tell the wealthy to share more with the poor. She said to spread the word that the unborn child should be honored and not killed. She said that priests, nuns, and brothers need to start taking their vows much more seriously. And there were many other things she said as well. One time, there was a woman of no faith who didn't really believe in God or had turned her back on her, had heard that Benedicta was up to something. So she decided to hide behind a rock. And as she peered over the rock, she could see Benedicta standing there speaking, but the woman couldn't see anybody. All of a sudden, the woman heard the voice of the beautiful lady saying, "Benedicta, you have an onlooker over behind the rock. Please tell her that her soul is not clean. Please tell her to stop sinning and offending my son, and that she needs to do some penance." Upon hearing this, the woman was petrified and immediately changed. She started to go to church and to pray religiously. There were a group of priests who doubted what Benedicta was seeing. They weren't sure if it was the Virgin Mary. They weren't sure if Benedicta was hallucinating. So they asked Benedicta, basically ordered her, that the next time she saw this beautiful lady to ask her her name. So the next time Benedicta spoke to the beautiful lady, she said, "Beautiful lady, will you tell me your name?" The beautiful lady said, "I am Mary, the mother of Jesus. I want you to tell people to please build a church right over there. And that if people build that church, that many miracles and healings will happen. And the people who have a cold heart towards the Lord will change. After a while, the church was built, and just like she said, many, many miracles happened. Many sick people were healed. People who had turned from God now turned toward him. And people from all over flocked to come to that church for confession. The church was too small, so they tore it down, and there's a bigger church in its place today. And even today, people from all over come to that church to witness what's happened. The story of Our Lady of Laus inspires us to ask Mary to please help us. Help us not to have a cold heart, but to fill it with love for your Son Jesus, so that we can stay connected with him always. God bless you.